І душу мученою для вічності знайшов. Я дякую за все.
More incredible sights and sounds coming out of Ukraine tonight. Families huddled together in bomb shelters, singing and praying for peace and safety. Andrew Moroz pastors Gospel Community Church in Lynchburg, Virginia. He was born in Ukraine, and tonight we're hearing some of his family members have made it safely into Poland. Others, though, stuck sheltering in place. He joins us live. Pastor, great to have you with us.
Thank you so much. This is a very emotional time for us, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity to advocate and to share the story of what's going on with my friends and my family.
I want to ask you about this. The Wall Street Journal, Mindy Bells, who has been a fantastic reporter across the globe on issues of religious freedom and persecution, writes this. She says, Protestant churches have proliferated by the hundreds since Ukraine gained its independence from the Soviet Union in '91. In recent years, however, Moscow operatives have steadily increased their harassment and intimidation tactics against these congregations. Tell us what your experience has been on that front with the churches and partners that you know there and how they are doing now.
Yeah, so we've absolutely seen the church in Ukraine flourish after its independence from the Soviet Union. And Ukraine has kind of become a base camp for operations into other former Soviet countries. Oftentimes, nonprofit groups or church groups will start in Ukraine and then go and extend their efforts. And so one of the fears with this encroachment of the Russian military is that we're going to go back in time and we're going to experience the oppression that my family experienced, that my mom experienced when she was growing up in the Soviet Union. And so right now what we're seeing is Ukrainians are putting their faith into practice. And it really is beautiful. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see the way that they have to operate right now. But we're also seeing them encourage one another. We're seeing them come alongside of their neighbors and friends and show love and really show the deepest expressions of their faith.
I want to put up a map that shows we're well over 1 million people who have fled now into neighboring countries. There is a refugee crisis that's estimated could hit 2 million not too long from now. Is there anything you could tell us about, people to partner with to help there? I know World Vision and Samaritan's Purse and many other reliable groups that have shown up in many disasters are trying to help out local partners and local churches there on the ground as best they can.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was just speaking to a friend this morning who was in Poland. He works for a camp called Word of Life, and they've opened up their whole property in order to help take in refugees. They're converting spaces that are unfinished. They're putting mattresses down on the ground. So there's opportunities through Word of Life and Samaritan's Purse and World Vision and other nationally known organizations. And it's one of the ways that we can be involved right now.
And you as a pastor counsel people all the time. I've got to imagine this is difficult for you personally, for people that you love, for your family. But you sent us a verse tonight that you wanted to mention. Tell us about that verse and just kind of your words of wisdom at this hour.
Yeah, so my job as a pastor is to help point people to truth and to Scripture and to God and His intention and desires for us. And the verse that I had on my mind was Romans chapter 12, verse 21, which is very simple but very powerful. It says, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. And you have to understand that the context of this verse was written to a group of first century Christians that were isolated and who were persecuted and who were going through a very challenging time. They were isolated from Jews, they were persecuted by the Romans, and they had every reason to give up, every reason to be overwhelmed. But instead, what they got to experience was overwhelming, resilient hope. And they had hope because of their faith in Jesus Christ, because their hope was rooted in something that was outside of them and outside of their circumstances and in this glorious future that God has prepared for His people. And so by God's grace, we can overcome evil with good. We can do that by joining the Ukrainian people in their struggle. We can practice good by supporting the Ukrainian government. We can practice good by investing ourselves into these refugee causes right now. And we can practice good by preparing to help rebuild the Ukrainian nation.
Yeah, so much work to be done there, and always a blessing for the church to have a chance to step in. We continue our prayers for them as we know you do tonight too. Pastor, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.